So, welcome, vampires, to another episode of Vampire the Masquerade. So, before we start, I think maybe someone should give a little recap of what happened last session, just so we're all caught up.
So, we went to see the Baron, and unfortunately, we were held up by his grotty little assistant. Whilst the boys were doing what they do best, which is smashing heads, I snuck away to go and find the Baron, to find that he had entered an eternal sleep, and then coming back and discussing it with our frenemy of sorts, she explained that he'd been like that for a few months. I was most disgruntled that I hadn't been told sooner about the affair, and then she had the audacity to say that we weren't allowed to remember it. Remember seeing him like that for his own safety as well as the group's safety. I managed to kind of finagle my way out of losing that memory, but Trip and Marcus both lost their memories. But we did realise that there was a new group that had come in through vampires that had come in through the docks, and so we wanted to talk to them about how they managed to be detected by hunters so quickly, and if they knew that they had been targeted by hunters. We went there, we met a fairly pleasant homeless man who seemed to have his throat slashed or bitten or something. He couldn't talk very well because of it. And we talked to him for a bit, and he said, I don't think he really had an idea of what was going on at the dock. He just knew that there were new people there. And the last thing we did was we entered the dock to knock on the door to say hi to the group and a woman with a big-ass sword, and we were about to make conversation.
Very well. Here we join our kindred once again in the docks of Oakland when they just met the leader of this new coterie that has arrived in the past year in the city. What are you guys doing here? This is our territory. Get lost.
Complete peace. We've actually come for your benefit. We're hoping to save you from a very grievous situation. There are hunters about, and they are very aware that you and your people are located here, and we're just here to let you know that.
Hunters?
We came across a group of them in a motel, and after dealing with them, we found a map pointing out all the vampire nest locations that they were aware of, and your dock was one of them, unfortunately.
Look, I don't know who you are or exactly why you've come here, but we're fine, okay? We're set up here. We haven't, publicly bitten anyone in months. Trust me, we're fine.
Well, you may be now, but later on, you never know. We're just coming to give you a pre-warning that hunters are aware of your location, and that's incredibly strange considering you've been here for, under a year?
Okay, perhaps we should not do this here. I suggest you come in, meet the rest of the gang, and we'll take it from there, okay?
Sounds good.
Oh, weapons outside, please.
Trip was reaching for his bat, and then he just kind of holds up his hands placatingly, as the lady says.
And she lets you go through, kind of looking very closely at you guys to see if you have anything stashed on you. Is that the case?
No.
Nope. No. Trip would like to activate heightened senses though, as we go in.
Okay.
Just to see if I can't see anything that might be telegraphed coming our way.
Okay, roll. Do you want to roll a perception? See if you roll something. What's awareness in that case? You can add your aspect stats.
Okay, so what's awareness +1?
Yeah, 3. Up ahead, you don't hear anything except the skittering of little mouse footsteps, a kind of vermin scuttling around the building, as well as somebody very heavily puffing on a cigarette, very big inhales and some sort of burning noise, if that makes sense.
Okay. So I don't sense anything threatening yet, so I will just continue walking with everyone else.
So she points your way to the inside of the building. On the inside, there's like a lot of like shipping crates and stuff like that. Not really the most hospitable environment, but these guys seem to make it work. And she eventually leads you to what is like a little hidey hole off to the side, where you see two more people. One's like a big black guy with like a leather vest, dreads, looking like he's kind of like laying back on what seems to be like some kind of like some sort of potato sack or something, like kind of just chilling there. While the other one is sort of like in a corner, very heavily puffing her cigarette.
Oh, is that smoke in the picture rather than
That
like
is
blue
smoke.
hair? Oh, I thought she was like some teen's edgy OC with like a mountain of blue hair just across that front. That's what I was thinking.
No, it's just which for a vampire, since you don't need to breathe, smoking a cigarette is actually like an active is a much more involved effort. Let's just call it that.
Well, nice to meet y'all. My name's Trip. You've already spoken to Luna, and that there's Marcus, and we just wanted to, out of the goodness of our hearts, let you know that you've been pegged. Don't know if it's SI, don't know if it's just some uppity humans, but whatever the case, they know you're here.
Look, you've said that a couple of times now. The small, fairly small woman. She she's a very like diminutive figure. When looking at her, you guess she might be 19 years old, very thin. But like there's something feral about her. Like her ears are slightly pointed, her like teeth are slightly sharper than they should be. There seems something weird and dangerous about this girl. And she says, "Look, I don't know who you are, where you've gotten your information. You say they are onto us, but honestly, like we have not had any trouble. We've been through a tough time. We're finally settling down here. Why are you suddenly like? Is this a ploy to get us to leave? Do you claim our territory or what?"
No, we're very happy for you to be here. We want you to find a home and safety here. That would be wonderful for you. We are here for warning. And as for our sources, our own eyes are our sources. We were the ones who fought the hunters. We were the ones who found this map that had all the nest locations dotted around the area, including one of our friends' own. So we're being good Samaritans here and making sure that you at least can't be jumped or got the better of. You now know that you need to up your defenses and keep an eye out for these folk. It's an organized thing. It's not a bunch of randos who hate vampires who are just going on a killing spree. These are organized people who are being contracted by other people to do this. We're trying to find out who, and we're trying to find out the source, but for now, whether you like it or not, or whether or not you believe us, your family here is in danger, and you need to do something to protect them.
Roll me an insight, wits insight, please. Like, these two are very difficult to read, although you do notice that this woman is fairly uneasy with the whole situation. Like, she sort of looks you up and down, unsure if she should trust you or not. And the small woman says, "Vampires doing something out of the goodness of their own hearts. Yeah, I believe it when I see it. Where's your proof? Why should we even believe one grain of what you're saying?"
Anything by believing us. If you believe us, you just up your defenses and you're more secure. If you don't believe us, you don't up your defenses, you're less secure, you get attacked. Either way, you win with this information given to you.
Or we waste time, looking around our neighborhood, looking for potential spies, while you are muscling in on our territory and dividing our attention. You potentially distract us from what's really important, which for us now is here getting set up, getting our base of operations ready. None of you Anarchs have been very kind to us so far. Why in God's name should we believe that this is not in your best interest?
Now, I want to stop you right there because you're right about one thing. I mean, Kindred don't do anything unless they come out the other end with something to gain. Making sure that y'all are safe, that's something that we're good with, because keeping you safe maybe can help us keep us safe down the line, okay? We look out for us here in Oakland, all right? And now that you're here, you're new residents, but that's the case, all right? Maybe somewhere down the line you get a whiff of some trouble heading our way. You let us know. Okay, this isn't... Pardon Luna's language. She really likes to make friends right off the bat. I'll tell you flat out, all right? We're not doing this for you. The fact that it benefits you, great. We're doing this to make sure that we don't get shot in the back by whoever the fuck's hunting us. Again, maybe you catch whoever's doing this, you get more out of them than we did, we learn more, and then we keep kicking it down the line. Baron Duncan just wants everyone to get along. So, we're just doing that.
The Baron. Yeah, sure. Thanks for notifying us. We'll take your wording under advisement. We'll see what we do about your warning. Thanks, I suppose.
Look, we don't doubt your strength. We know that you managed to get through the redwood forest fine, which is baffling to me, and I have no idea how the hell you did that. We're just here to let you know something, and then we'll move on.
As soon as you mentioned the redwood, this woman kinda it's as if she breathes very deeply, even though she doesn't need to, because her lungs are dead, her organs are dead, she doesn't need to breathe. But it's kind of like she's almost having some sort of weird flashback or something.
Are you okay back there? You don't look well. Well, as well as one who is dead can be.
Don't mind Troika. She's still not well after coming here through the redwoods. They're tough places. We've lost a lot of people welcome here, fleeing from Camarilla.
Apologize if my careless words triggered any form of trauma. That wasn't my intention. It was merely to help you understand that we understand your strength, and therefore it would be foolish of us to even think of threatening you. So why would we?
You're right. Have you ever faced a werewolf before? Because that's what we've been through. That's what we've survived. Well, part of us at least. Trust me, we can handle some mortals.
Would I understand the severity of going up against a werewolf? Because Jess doesn't know what the level of werewolf to vampire is in combat, but Luna might do.
Roll, I guess, occult plus intelligence. The DC's 2 for this one.
81, that's fair.
You haven't encountered a werewolf. You've heard they're scary, but who knows what's the truth.
Yeah.
And then you suddenly see some sort of rat climb up on her shoulder, and it starts kind of squeaking in her ear, and she looks at you. Did you guys bring any backup?
No. It's just us. We're kind of a mismatched team anyway, so we're back up.
I was gonna say, can I use Sense the Beast on her? On the one smoking that asked that question? I just want to see if she's asking that to try to be hostile towards us and maybe attack us. All right, so this is animalism and composure. Sorry, resolve and animalism is what this is for me.
3. Can you pull up the description of Sons of Beast?
Oops, I can if I clicked the right thing. There we go.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you know she's a vampire. Yeah, composure, subterfuge. Give me a moment.
No, just give it to me.
This is not her strong suit.
I usually roll dog shit for this one too, so. Oof. A beater.
Yeah, so she doesn't seem hostile towards you. She is a vampire. And she seems paranoid and scared, if that's a thing.
Okay. So she asked that question, Luna answers it, and while she was giving us her response to that, I was sizing her up.
So she continued, did you guys bring any backup? Because if you didn't, I think those hunters you mentioned might have just arrived.
Splendid. Okay, well, it looks like you're going to get to see whether or not we're telling the truth in real time. This is your stomping grounds. How exactly want to do this?
Troika, where are they? And she, for the woman with the cigarettes, for a moment, almost like squeaks against like the rat on her shoulder, and like it scurries off. And like about like 30 seconds later, another one comes back, squeaks back against her. 3 vehicles near the front, and some people like near the back through like the exits through the other buildings. I'm afraid we're kind of surrounded. And the black woman here says, well, seems they picked a fight against the wrong enemies. Now, I'm still not sure if we can trust you if you didn't just drive these people here. However, if you want to help dispatch of these people, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you don't, I'm sure we can handle it on our own.
The 2 guys, because that's their option to fight if they want to.
Maybe Luna can help out in this one. Gives you like a little side eye, just like
still not in line with my philosophy, I'm afraid.
Trip?
I'd feel bad leaving you twisting in the wind. I'm sorry, what was your name, miss? I'm asking the smoker.
That's Troika. So it's Troika, Jeanette, and Luke.
Troika, if I caught that right. How many did you say there were?
3 vehicles of the front. I'm sorry. The rats aren't very good at counting, but I'm guessing around 10 people.
Honestly, I wouldn't say rat leading you twisting. Tell you what, we help you out with this. How about you just take our advice on good faith? All right. Maybe we put ourselves on a little bit more of a friendlier playing field next time we talk to each other. A trifle of a boon for that.
So Jeanette, who seems to be the leader, like says, look, either you help us out and we might build some sort of trust, or you leave us and we'll be fine either way.
Fine. Can I go get my bat that I left at the door?
I mean, if you can get to it without being spotted, yeah.
Oh, I mean, do you have anything else I can swing around or pull the trigger on or what?
Luke, what do you have in the back? And he'll like jump up from like his weird potato sack, like, whew, ready for a fight. And he says, what's the sort of thing you like? Like something swingy, something shooty?
I'm good either way. Whatever you got lying around, Haas, it's fine with me.
And he goes around the back, like fiddles around a little bit, and comes back with what seems to be something like a crowbar. Will this do?
I can absolutely make that work, Haas. Thank you.
And he hands it to you.
I give it a few test swings that seem durable, that seem good.
Okay, so how we do this? Some take the people in the front, some take the ones in the back. Do we wait them out? Let's see what you have. Well, let's see what you've got. Let's see how you deal with these sort of things.
Fight. I can cause distractions, but I don't fight. That's a whole thing with me.
Wait. You don't fight. But...
It's against my philosophies.
Trust us. We know what you're thinking, and we agree. Right now, not the time.
Goddamn Californians. What's this world going to? Okay, so, what's the plan? You don't fight. Fine, stay back here with Troika then. She doesn't... Like, she's worthless anyway.
Tell you what, how about we split off, me and one of y'all, and Marcus and one of y'all, that way you can see us in action, you can see that we are on the up and up, just here to help, and we do something about these fuckers.
Fine. I'm taking the front. One of you guys come with me. Luke, you take the back. Sure thing, boss. Sure thing.
I look at Marcus. Dealer's choice. Which one you want?
I'll go with the big guy.
All right. Looks like it's me and you, miss.
Fine. Let's have some fun. And you see her like unsheath like her big ass like curved blade from her back.
She'll see Trip swing the crowbar a couple of times, and then suddenly it just disappears.
Okay. So, in the meantime, you see that Troika, the woman with the cigarette, stays behind. Luna, what do you do?
Just kind of sidles up to Troika and is like, so, is this a physically unable to fight kind of thing, or a psychological thing like me? I'm trying to make like small talk. It's very obvious by my tone that it's small talk attempt rather than anything.
Let's just say I tend to lose it in a fight. I just shut down. When the fighting goes on, people die around me. I just freeze.
That's understandable. It's when people talk about fights, they usually talk about a fight or flight response, but they forget about the crucial third, which is freeze. And it's a normal thing for people to do. So,
is that also what happens to you? Is that why you are unable to fight, or?
I have a belief system, and I feel if I went against it, even when I do want to help those I care about, I feel I would be betraying people who mean more to me than anything, and I couldn't betray them like that by going against their beliefs.
I understand. It's okay. I perhaps you can help me here. I think I might have a plan to help anyway.
Fun. Helping is good.
Okay. And then we will try to split this up into like 3 parts, which
Yay! We're gonna make it hard as possible.
Is a headache, but okay. On one hand, you have Luke and Marcus, Troika and Luna, and you have Jeanette and Trip. Who wants to go first? I'll leave it up to you guys.
Well, it just depends on where they're coming from, doesn't it? It's either going to be me or Trip, I'm assuming. I would have to go first, but looking out the windows, what does it reveal? Where are they coming from? Out the back, anyway.
Near the back, you see like some guys, about 6 of them, like making their way through like kind of chain link fences, sort of like cutting their way through with like these big bolt cutters. They seem very heavily armed. They have like body armor on, like kind of like a SWAT team sort of, with assault rifles on their backs. And well, on their backs, some of them, like pointed in front of them. No.
Shit. Luke, what's the plan? I'm not really a plan guy, but
Think we can take him, Haas?
I mean, yes, but I mean, six fully armored, even mortals is gonna be quite hard. Like they've got SWAT gear and stuff on. They've got big guns. It's gonna hurt us. And with 2 people, and it's gonna be bad if one of us gets overrun.
I mean, you're a vampire, are you not? Let's just fuck shit up, he says as he opens his hand, and like you see his hand kind of like transform into some kind of like monstrous claw.
Ooh.
Okay, neat trick. Again, but what's the plan?
And you see him like kind of like kick open the door and just like
shit.
run straight at him.
Oh shit. Okay, well, Marcus is gonna run as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be Luke, then literally all of them, because ranged combat goes first, and then it'll be Marcus.
Yeah, how far away were they? Hang on, like he's just ran out. Are they like semi-close? Like, or
They're quite a while away, but you see Luke is closing the distance very fast.
I mean,
Like-
Marcus, aren't you super impatient? Like, this is right up your alley, bro.
I know. I'm impatient when it comes to after I made the plan. If we don't do the plan, but we just didn't do a plan, we just ran out.
You
the
did
flyer,
say
the
you were
vibe.
not a guy for plans, so
It's your own fault.
Against like 1 or 2, not 6 people with assault rifles.
This is all
Okay.
fine. This is fine.
So-
It'll be alright.
What's
You
like only
see-
like 2 people by trip? Like, oh.
That'd be great.
you see Luke running up to these people. Let's see what he can do. He will boost his strength with a blood surge, and he will attack one of these with his feral weapons. Strength and brawl plus
Cool.
2. Yeah, can I need 2 more? I'm gonna reroll that. Sorry, much better.
Shit.
Yeah, and with his feral weapons, he deals aggravated damage, and you see, like, the first one that he strikes, despite... Actually, let's roll strength as well.
Oh man.
So yeah, you see this guy taking, like, a huge amount of damage as basically his claw rips, like, through its body armor, like, all the way up to, like, his face. Kind of like tearing his throat out as the SWAT guy like kind of falls back on the floor, seemingly lifeless.
Okay.
Then you see the 5 SWAT guys aiming their guns at Luke, which is not gonna be fun. I'm just gonna roll these all at once. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is going to try to dodge the first one. And is gonna fail. So you see they all aim their guns over at Luke, but he rouses a couple of times and quickly becomes hungrier.
He's gonna eat all these people.
And you see as they all like aim their weapons at him, you see the impacts of the bullets like tear through his leather coat, but you also see like he somehow seems to be fine. Like he carries some wounds, but it doesn't seem to slow him down at all, as he only takes 5 damage out of all of that, because fortitude is a broken thing, and he's also has like a ton of health. So yeah, he doesn't seem to be slowed down. One's laying dead at his feet. All their guns are aimed at this big guy, Marcus.
Oh man. Marcus would see that they're all aiming for Luke, and he would sort of go to like one of the end ones, so like one right at the edge. Instead of putting himself in the middle with Luke, he's going to try and pick him off one by one, I guess. And he'll also do some stuff. Not that it matters, but he will silence of death, so he will have no footsteps as he's running up. And I don't even know where I'd hit these people, I guess. I'll just try and jab one right in the ribcage to get him out of nowhere. Trying to get away from like the body armor in the front.
Strength roll.
Strength roll, which is one of my best. Ooh,
Beefy.
Oh shit!
Messy
Boy.
critical. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Also lethal body as well. So it's
Oh yeah. This
my
this
God.
guy's gonna. Okay. Anyway, 7 successes. That's crazy. It's gonna try to oppose you, but I'm not sure how successful it'll be.
Had the dice to do it though. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, these are trained professionals. Like the guys before it were kind of ragtag. These are more professional, you think? But yeah, you basically take your fist. You're able to aim it, and since it's a messy critical, like what's meant to be a quick jab, like you feel your whole arm basically go in and underneath his ribcage until you're basically like punching his heart. Like on the inside.
Can I rip out his heart?
Do it. Let
You
him.
can rip out his heart.
Yay!
Can Luke see him rip out his heart and be like, "You're my new best friend"?
Marcus is genuinely shocked that just happened. He's like, he's looking at the heart like, oh shit.
You're a vampire, man.
That was cool.
That's
And he'll
what you
turn to
can
the next
do.
one.
Yeah, so then we are back at the top of the turn. Okay, so the 4 guys will once again start aiming. Now 2 of them will aim at you, and the other 2 will aim at Luke.
But I didn't do anything.
You just punched you just ripped the guy's heart out.
You just turned a
So-
dude into a muppet.
So the first one will aim their gun right at you.
Okay.
What do you do?
I fucking duck. Oh, can I? Oh no, it would be too much. I was gonna say, can I put his body in front of me so he takes all
The guy who your arm is currently inside of? Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
My arm is currently in. Can I use him as a shield?
You can try, yes. Let me quickly see what kind of roll this would be, but I'm guessing...
It'd be strength something, right? Because I'm trying to move him.
Yeah,
Moving
it'd
dead
be,
weight.
I guess strength athletics, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah.
it's just pure like brute, isn't it?
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay?
you're just gonna eat him.
So you try to put it in between, and like it catches some bullets, but you're still hit with 3 damage.
Okay. Okay, so all of my health is on slashes right now. What does that mean?
That means you're currently impaired, which until you heal, you take a minus 2 to every roll, as you're physically damaged enough so that it actually hinders you. As well, if you currently take any more damage, these light wounds will be converted to aggravated damage, which will take a long time to heal.
I also learned last Friday that I can just heal superficial damage. I didn't know that. I thought it was like D&D that you had to rest. I did not know this.
No. You
That's
can.
Just gotta go. Just gotta go.
Yeah, that's my fault. So this is why I'm on 2 already.
Just shout somehow.
And then the second guy will aim at you. But he seems to be... You can oppose this if you want, but you will have the minus 2. So you can try to duck out of the way or...
I'll just keep moving the body.
Keep moving the body. Okay, roll me again strength athletics, but you have -2 because you're impaired.
No, I'm gonna rouse the blood, so I get that +2 back.
So you can.
I'm at 4 hunger. Oh no, Marcus is not doing well, guys.
Just eat them.
Oh, no.
Just
Yeah.
eat those guys.
You can eat all of them. You literally have like a man as a shish kebab on your arm at the moment. Just
Okay,
eat
yeah.
You literally
this
made
thing-
finger food.
Well, while this, like, I'm gonna say, like, you saw the first guy and you, like, got some bullets with like, basically the body you have on your arm at this point. But the reason why you took so much damage is because you were actually, like, trying to shield from the second guy, and you don't take any damage as, like, the body, if it... Like, if this guy would have been alive after the first time, now it would be dead, without a doubt. Okay, and then the other two will aim at Luke. You don't take any more damage, by the way. Ooh, they're lucky. As Luke will continue to try to dodge out of the... yeah, he will try to dodge out of the way.
It'd be pretty badass if he just took it all.
I mean, he probably will take some, but maybe not as much as he... Okay, 2, so that's reduced to 2. His discipline is fortitude is 4 dots, so that gets reduced to 1. Takes 1 more. And for the second one, he's gonna do it again, but at -2. 1. So it gets reduced to 3, gets reduced down to 1 again, and he needs to make 2 rouse rolls. And now you see he gets very, very hungry. And now, Marcus, it's your turn.
Shit. So this guy's dead basically in my hands, right?
You are literally holding his unbeating heart in your hand, inside his body, as well, and you know it's been penetrated by, let's say, roughly 30 bullets at this point.
Okay, yeah, I throw him down. I'd sprint to the next guy, but I'm gonna try and bite him. The next guy, I'm gonna try and move his armor out, his like helmet armor out of the way, and just go straight for the neck.
Yeah,
because I am very hungry and very hurt. So.
Roll me strength plus brawl. You have +2 because you roused your blood earlier for strength.
Okay.
And you have -2 because you're impaired, so you can just roll it straight. Yeah. As this guy will, like, frantically try to, like, keep you off of him.
You probably succeed. That was crap, and I don't have anything to re-roll it. Yeah.
He's pretty good at this. So he is able to catch you, like, his hand is right now is like around your throat as he, like, keeps you off of him. I'm guessing we will go to Luke, who right now like is aiming at one of the guys that was aiming at you, as he jumps on that guy's back and tries to, like, bury his claws deep into this guy's back. I like this guy. He's not that strong, but he's fucking invincible because fucking fortitude. I love it. And the Inquisitor will defend, but he will duck out of the way, so it's athletics dex. Because it was in his back. Yeah, and you see, like, you see again, like, his claws going straight, like, through the body armor as, like, a second guy pulls. Currently 3 more people are engaged, one of which you are engaged with, and then 2 others that are still having their guns trained at you. And then I think we will leave it there for a second as we shoot over to another part, otherwise this will get very one-sided. Our camera moves to the other side of the building, where a very similar sort of scene is playing out. Jeanette, currently holding her katana, is sort of, like, looking from the shadows at, like, another 6 shadowy figures approaching the building?
Trip has pressed himself maybe against like a box or something, kind of to block the direct line of sight of these gentlemen from us. And I'll say, all right, how do you want to do this?
Want to go the direct approach? Take it smarter? Isolate them?
I mean, Marcus is more of the direct approach kind of dude, outside of me being able to... And I show, like, concealing
As you say that, like, in the background, you hear, like, gunshots coming from the back of the building.
Yeah, that tracks. Instead of being able to do this, and I make the crowbar reappear in my hand and then disappear, I say, I mean, I'm a knockdown, drag-out kind of dude, but not any more than the regular kindred, so if you want to be a little smarter about this, I wouldn't complain.
How about we try to hide and try to isolate them and take them one by one?
All right, you want to do that together, or you want to do that separate?
Let's do it together.
All right, then you know the hidey holes better than I do here. Lead the way.
Yeah, sure. Roll me a stealth. She'll do the same.
So is this dexterity stealth, I'm guessing?
This, yeah, would be dexterity stealth, I think.
All right, I'm gonna rouse the blood, because I'm not very stealthy. Yes. Okay.
This is her forte, of course. That's what
Whoa.
she suggested. Whoa.
Jeez Louise. All right, well, I'm gonna make her look bad, and I apologize in advance.
That's fine. How did you roll? Bestial failure.
It's a possible bestial failure. Does that mean it's automatically a bestial failure?
I'm just gonna roll once for them.
Because I know how this is gonna go if it is a bestial failure.
You're gonna do it, Luke. Just walk out and be like, let's go!
They're rolling really well. Yeah, you're noticed.
Okay.
But yeah, how do you want this to play out? What's the narratively satisfying way for this to play out?
Jeanette is as silent as I've ever seen Marcus be. And I know that I can't do that, but I'm trying. And my invisible crowbar gets caught on like some tarp and just like pulls like some shit like down. And he just goes, son of a bitch, all right. That's how about I distract him? And I turn around and I start like banging my crowbar against shit as I run in the opposite direction of her. And I say, hey, target practice. Come on, can you hit something moving? And I just like book it in the opposite direction of her, giving her a chance to maybe to loop around them. Because my clan bane is being a daredevil. So of course I gotta be showy and I gotta be the center of attention.
I'm gonna say your not your bane, your compulsion has been fulfilled by
compulsion. Thank you.
This.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now I need to think about how this actually goes, because they're all six of them. Because there are six of them are gonna come after you, but this is like more of like some sort of like maze of boxes kind of thing.
Yeah, and he's ducking and waving in between shit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say you have cover, but I'm thinking some of them will try to shoot you. Yeah, I'm gonna say you have like a +2 to any things to dodge.
And that's on top of my roused blood, right? If I use dexterity, I mean.
Then you'd get another +2.
Okay, so this is a +4 if I'm using that. Okay, nice. Good.
So you think you've basically got 4 of them after you, I'm gonna say, and then 2 of them are like sort of like staying back and like kind of trying to to do their own thing, or well, try to like search the rest of the warehouse, see if they can corner anyone else, and 4 of them will try to shoot at you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you do to try to like keep yourself safe here?
Well, like I said, I'm trying to keep basically like boxes and shit in between me and them, trying to break their line of sight, and then like maybe pop up in a different place. So basically, I'm kind of ducking and weaving in between all these boxes and stuff. Maybe trying to put like bulletproof shit in between me and them.
I'm gonna call this a dodge roll, and you can use dexterity athletics for this.
That's pretty good for me. Okay. So
Plus 4 because of cover and.
All right, gang. 4 successes, which I think meets the best roll of them. So.
Yeah, we'll just use that one as all of them basically because it's easier. Miraculously, all of these miss, and we're back around the turn. And I'm gonna say it's up to you what you're gonna do next.
All right, so Trip is running, putting playing around him. He's like shit, and are they like maybe spreading out at all, or are they all coming at me in one unit?
You feel like they're spreading out, trying to like sort of surround you to cut off your escape routes. But this place is kind of a maze, and it's kind of like I'm basically sort of imagining Indiana Jones, like the big warehouse at the end of Raiders.
Oh,
Yeah.
Basically something like that. So there's like a lot of like pathways in between, and it's kind of like mazy, but they're like trying to cut off your escape routes basically.
Okay, so I'm trying to break line of sight with all of them for at least a hot second. And then whichever one of them is closest, I want to try to use chemistry on them. And I'm gonna try to make it seem as if out of the corner of their eye they see like a flash of me kind of run by, as if it looks like I'm trying to get behind them, so that maybe he'll call out to like the rest of the unit and like maybe they'll do an about face and try to go in that direction.
So you're trying to hide and then distract them, right?
Yes, but I'm trying to do this first because then I think my hide would get a better shot, or maybe I'm trying to convince them, and that's what I'm trying. I guess whatever.
Okay.
If I succeeded this, their next thing they do is a -2 to their dice pool. If I succeed.
Okay. Roll manipulation plus obfuscate.
Okay. I have to do a rouse check. So let me do that. Nice. Okay. And you said manipulate plus obfuscate?
Yes.
You jerks. All right, here we go. Trip pops his head up to start doing that, and just line of sight right on him. He's like, well, shit.
It meets, but you're the acting vampire, so you see one of them is definitely distracted, and he calls out to his friends to like a wrong direction.
Okay, great. And then I guess the roll that they would get a -2 is that I now want to duck down out of sight and not be seen in my current location. So I guess this would be like a hide roll or whatever. Or...
Yeah, let's do dexterity stealth.
Dexterity stealth. Okay. Are you kidding me? Hang, I'm gonna spend a willpower. Yeah, better.
But you're the acting vampire, so yeah, you have for now lost them. They're still in your area, so you're not quite safe yet. But at the moment, they seem to like not have like a direct line of sight on you.
Cool.
Okay, somewhere else in the warehouse, Luna. You are currently following Troika up some stairs, and you're making it like up, like near, like under the roof where there's like some sort of like catwalks running up and down the building. Does this make sense? Like,
yes. Like where you know, in like warehouses,
Yeah. And you see slowly as you are moving, like you somehow seem to be followed by more and more rats that seem to like sort of like follow like this woman in front of you.
Are you some sort of Pied Piper? Are these your fellows following us?
It's just my security system.
Effective. I'll give you that. No one suspects the rat.
And like you see down underneath you, you see like guys in like basically SWAT uniforms and like flashlights like break into the building and like follow like one of your party members in between like a bunch of boxes, you basically see this going on, and Troika says, "Quick, we need to find some way to help him. Well, help them. Can we maybe distract him or something?"
How are the light fixtures in here? If we're up near the roof bit, how are the light fixtures in this building?
You can definitely try to grab one and do something with it. Yeah, sure.
So I'm meaning, are they more? So they're not embedded. They're more like how you would find in like single lights hanging off the ceiling, or are they embedded into the ceiling?
No, they're definitely like hanging off the ceiling. They're not like embedded in.
Nice. Okay. I'd like to drop some lights. I'm not really sure about how the best way to do that. I will turn to Troy. Can I go? Have you got anything we can cut those lights down with? They'll drop down and cause them to, at least a few of them, to run off to find the source of the noise.
I can send some of my rats to try to like gnaw through it, but it might take some time.
You're right, that would take a lot of time. Is there anything like item-wise up in these gangways, or are they just completely clear?
What sort of item would you be looking for?
Something I can yeet over the side and hope for the best.
I'm sure you can find something. Like there's like a random toolbox still sitting there from like when the maintenance guy last was here, but like he just like sort of forgot it up here. There's like some other shit lying around if you want to throw shit off.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up like say a spanner from the toolbox, and I'm going to throw the spanner away from where Trip is running through. So it sounds like that there's another person elsewhere, rather than a big crash of something like that, so that they go and try at least split off, and it'll be less of a mass. So I'm going to target a spanner kind of to the left, so it makes a clangy sort of noise and distracts.
Yeah, totally makes sense. Okay, this might seem like a weird call, but athletics manipulation, right? Because you're throwing something and you're trying to influence.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, I don't really know what else.
That makes the most sense.
The only thing that would maybe also work is maybe streetwise manipulation, but I don't know.
I would prefer streetwise manipulation because I have more points in that.
I guess subterfuge strength maybe, but that's maybe like another role.
I
guess, are you trying to throw it far, or are you trying to throw it smart?
What about subterfuge manipulation? That might work.
Whatever's the best for you. Choose.
Let's go with subterfuge dexterity.
Okay, 2 successes. And they... Okay, what would it be for them? With insight, maybe? Yeah, you see at least one of them is like distracted away from where Conrad or Trip currently seems to be hiding, heading into like a different direction of the warehouse. Meanwhile, you see Troika has set like some of her rats up on one of the light fixtures, and it's like slowly like trying to bite down on it.
What else is in the toolkit?
Anything you'd like there to be. That's kind of the answer.
Within reason. I will turn to Troy and I go, is there anything in this warehouse you would be deeply upset about if it was destroyed?
Not really. We haven't really been here that long. It's not actually our place. Like, we just live here.
So I wouldn't be upsetting your business in any fashion?
We don't own the business. We just working here, basically.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm assuming there'd be some sort of like tiny kind of... I'm trying to see if there's something I can set a light to just set fire to a few boxes. Like
okay, so you're trying to burn down the warehouse.
We've been waiting for Luna to choose violence in all of these games, and this is when you do it.
I'm thinking against it now, because it would actually be bad for the other vampires because they would have to move if the entire fucking warehouse set on fire.
Also, as a vampire, you would know fire bad.
Yeah, fire bad. Yep.
Fire
Yep.
very bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so I'll throw a couple more items in a similar way to I threw the spanner. More or less in the same place as the spanner, but more direction, so it feels like someone's moving in a certain way. So
Okay.
I'll do a couple of that and see if I can get some more on it because it sounds more believable that someone's running away.
Sure, give me another roll similar to the one you did before. You can still choose what you do, which one you make.
3!
Okay.
Max success.
Let's do its insights. Yeah, you think like at this point, like 2 basically didn't follow Trip. You think you've basically distracted 2 of them to the point where like they're basically like not in the vicinity anymore, and there's like 2 near where Trip's currently hiding still left.
Okay, so I've at least halved his enemies.
At this point, if you're okay with it, unless you want to do something else.
No, we're just waiting for rats to nibble.
Yeah. The camera will shift to the back of the building, where currently Joe, or I should say Marcus, is fighting someone, while there are still 2 dudes with guns aimed at you and the big guy here, Luke. What do you do?
Well, since I can't bite him, I'll just go for the same sort of wet area that I punched the other guy, because I know that there's like a weakness in the armor there now, so I'll go for that area and try and give him a jab.
No biting, no.
No, well, he's got my head in his neck.
True.
My neck, so
You're absolutely right. Yeah, I almost forgot I described it that way. You're absolutely right.
Oh.
So
What happens if I get to 5 hunger? What?
You frenzy.
You frenzy,
Yay!
and you will not stop until you have sated your hunger.
Sure. Arouse the blood. Sure. I may as well, because I've already got a -2.
We haven't frenzied yet. Nobody's frenzied yet, have they?
Nope.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh.
So it's just a normal roll.
Okay. As they will try to defend themselves.
I'm the active
Not
vampire.
good enough, though. Yeah. As you hit him and you see him like kind of wince, as you think you must have broken some ribs. He's not dead yet, though, because it's like the margin's not big enough.
Yeah.
But like you do think you've done some damage at least.
Cool.
Then the 2 Inquisitors will shoot. As Luke will try to dodge out of the way, which he's not terribly good at. Whatever. That is pretty good.
Luke's at 400? Oh my god, Luke is very hungry.
Oh, Luke is very, very hungry.
It's gonna go mad.
Okay, with a messy
critical and a possible bestial failure.
And definitely
Wow.
a bestial failure. Yeah, he is dodging out of the way of the first. And first of all, he's gonna rouse to reduce the damage, so he only takes 1.
Oh, 5 hunger.
And now he is at 5 hunger, meaning he will frenzy.
Yay, frenzy.
Also, Gangrel have something weird when they frenzy, so that's something else. And Luke will look at one of these, and he will just go for the neck, basically.
No snack.
They will, of course. Oof. Yeah. Surprisingly, this guy is able to hold Luke off, as he seems completely fine. Okay, I guess we come back around, so this would be established physical combat. So Marcus, you would be first, I think?
Yep. Now that the guy is kind of like wincing, I'm gonna go for the neck because very hungry. It's a straight roll because I've roused for strength, right? So.
Yes.
Oof, nice.
Yeah. And he will try to oppose, also roll strength, and fail. So you feel your fangs sink deep into him, and you feel his life slipping away underneath you as you slowly start to drink him dry. For now, you can get 2 hunger back if you decide to continue drinking next turn. Yeah, you can save another 2, if that makes sense. Up to 1, unless you kill, in which case you can go to 0. So he's at the moment still alive, but like on the verge of death, if that makes sense. And you gain 2 hunger back. Meanwhile, Luke is gonna try to bite his guy again. Moses.
Wow.
Yeah, they seem to be holding him up for now, as the last guy that's not involved in combat is going to try to shoot him. And now that he can't actually reduce the damage anymore because he doesn't have blood, this is going to hurt. He's also not going to dodge, so he's just gonna take this.
Oof.
Bam, bam. And you see, surprisingly, he still does not seem to be hampered by any of the damage that he's taken. He's not impaired. Fortitude is a broken discipline. Like, you basically, as long as it's not aggravated damage, you can just go on. Pretty crazy.
I legit am looking at it for Trip.
Do it because this is
It's an out of discipline thing for me, but like I'm looking at him like, I mean, a stuntman that gets beat up his entire life, he needs to not be hurt. This makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
So he takes that. Yeah, sure, let's do another turn. Back to the first. Marcus, do you continue drinking?
Yes. I mean, I'm gonna kill him anyway, so I may as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, brawl, and whatever. Strength brawl. You will try to resist, but with -2.
Nice.
I mean, you win. And yeah, I'm gonna say you are able to drain this guy dry.
Nom 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 nom.
Currently, there's still 2 left. One that's sort of wrestling with Marcus, and then another one who's still like trying to shoot. And
I just throw him to the floor after I'm done with him, and just look at the guy that's like aiming at Luke.
Then we go inside. Trip, you're hiding behind boxes, and something seems to have like guided 2 of these guys away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't get up behind one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal is to get behind him with the crowbar so I can get it underneath his neck.
Okay. To what purpose?
I want to basically take the hooked part of the crowbar and I want to pull it back so that it hits like right under his Adam's apple. And then I want to turn around and I want to keep pulling until basically I have him pulled over my back and I have the crowbar in both hands and I want to pull down with it caught under his throat so that if it doesn't kill him, it'll at least prevent him from crying out. That, and also he's facing the opposite way from me with the gun.
You were hit it, so I'm not gonna have you roll a stealth roll again.
Thank you.
I think this is strength plus melee.
Cool. I'm gonna rouse the blood because I want to be strong for this. I've been very lucky rousing the blood. So you said
that now. You've doomed
you
yourself.
you said strength melee.
Yeah.
Okay. Strength melee.
And I'm thinking what it would be opposed by, but since he doesn't know where you are, I think it's just against a static difficulty of 1.
4.
Or so you pull him over your back. Basically, you see him like tumbling over your back, I guess, until he's like basically.
So I have him hooked with the crowbar, and then what I do is I pull back and I turn so that our backs meet, and I am pulling him over my shoulder, and I'm kind of like bending over so that his feet are lifted off the ground, and the thing that's holding him on my back is this crowbar that is hooked basically around his neck and Adam's apple. And I'm just basically, I want to do like a and I want to kind of jerk down, and I want to see if I can't snap like his Adam's apple like back into his throat.
Yeah, well, he certainly seems to be in pain as he's like riding like on your back, like trying to get himself free. Like his arms, you can feel are going towards his neck to try to remove this crowbar. I am going to say the other guy notices, just for narrative fun.
That's fine.
As he will like try to get near to help. Like he's sort of like unsure if he should shoot because his friend's there, but he will try anyway. Compose your firearms. But I'm going to say you have increased things to dodge because you basically have his friend in the way.
That's how I was attempting to dodge, so...
Your previous dex will be in effect.
You said, can I argue that this is strength dex instead? Because I'm not trying to duck and dodge out of the way, I'm just going to try to move his buddy in between me and the bullets.
Strength athletics works.
Cool. So now I'm no longer roused in dexterity, I am currently roused in strength.
Or against 2? Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, you're able to like sort of like aim like his buddy to him, and like he takes like a couple of shots. Meanwhile, somewhere in the back of the warehouse, you hear like a huge howl, and like as if like flesh is being ripped apart by something.
Fun.
So yeah, now you have a dead guy on your back, as it was riddled with bullets from his friend. You have a guy aiming his gun at you, and somewhere near elsewhere in the warehouse, some weird shit's happening.
Okay, because I don't know what Jeanette's doing. Hopefully she took advantage of my distraction. If I can, I want to let go of the crowbar, and I want to kind of like turn around and get my arm up under this guy's flak jacket in the back so that like I'm kind of holding him in front of me, and then I want to take his gun that I'm hopefully is hanging from him by like a strap or something, and I want to while holding his buddy in front of me, I want to take the gun and pull it out from behind him and shoot the guy that was shooting at me.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm gonna say, because you're sort of like muscling the gun in like the right direction, strength firearms.
Okay, well, I'm roused with strength anyway, so that works for me, I guess. Not great.
Yeah, he's gonna try to dodge out of the way.
With gusto. Jeez Louise, these guys'
Yeah,
dice rolls are ridiculous.
He sort of like ducks out of the way, and then I'm gonna say the camera shifts to where this guy is currently like behind the boxes. Like the camera goes right up to like a light that's hanging right above him. I'm just gonna like Jess thinking about what I should ask you to roll. Can you roll me just like a random d10? You can now roll because like I'm gonna say like this guy is standing right underneath one of those lamps that the rats are biting on.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have you roll for damage with 3 dice, please. That's 4, 5, 5. I'm gonna say out of nowhere, like some kind of weird lamp drops down onto this guy's head, dazing him, not killing him.
Yeah.
But he seems very, very wounded. Meanwhile, Luna, up there are 2 guys you've sent off somewhere to where there's basically no one. Is there anything else you do, having observed what has happened below so far?
Troika did say she had a plan, and I don't know if the plan was just to be here. So Luna would turn and go, okay, Trip seems to have himself handled with the 2 that are on him currently. We got 1 down via rat lamp. What was your plan?
Just kind of wanted to like guide them from up here, try to, guide them in the right direction, sort of help from above without actually getting into the fight.
Okay. I'm assuming there's some sort of... Is this a very bog standard warehouse in the fact that it hasn't got like a high-tech claw to move stuff around? It relies on like forklifts, I'm assuming.
Gonna say yes, unless you come up with a very cool idea, and then I might allow it.
I want to play the crane game. I want to pick...
Those cranes are very slow. And very loud.
True. Oh, okay. No, yeah, that's true. Oh, it would be funny though if they weren't. Luna will turn to Troik and go, I'm assuming you managed to avoid the humans that actually work here. I'm sure there's some sort of security guards that should be here.
I mean, we sort of dispatched them when we moved in.
Okay, so it's not being operational. Okay, so an alarm system wouldn't really cause enough of a panic cover to get rid of these bozos.
I think they're here for a reason. I think
they're here to kill you, which is what our initial thought was. Unless you have information that they'd want to keep you alive for, I don't know.
I have no idea either.
See if Luke and Marcus have managed to at least disarm or dispatch some of these guys. If any of them have any items on them that would help us distinguish their rank in the group, or even understand why they're here, we could do a bit of that work.
Okay. As she leads you off to like the back where you can watch out of a window as you see Luke wrestling with one of these guys, and the other one is sort of slowly pointing his gun at Marcus, who is, might I add, looking very, very rough. Is there anything you do at this point?
How far away?
I'm gonna say it's a story down, and maybe how to describe this into like distances. This is difficult for me. Like 5 or 10 meters away, like on the ground.
I think seeing the gun rise towards Marcus, Luna would panic lob like a hammer or something from that toolbox.
Alright. This is a hammer. Let's... Ooh, thrown weapons. How do we do this? I'm gonna say athletic strength to throw something at this guy.
Ooh, got none of that, but let's give it a go.
Your athletics plus strength is 1.
Wow. Her heart was there, though. This is the first time she's picked up anything that could be construed as a weapon. We still gotta be proud of her.
Marcus just sees out the corner of his eye, just Luna go like that, and it just goes straight down.
I tried.
So, like, Marcus, out of the corner of your eye, you see something fall in the background. As more in the foreground, there's a gun aimed at you that's just about to go off.
Yep. Like holding it, like his gun wound. He's like, he's gonna run towards the guy with the gun, I guess.
Yeah, he has the ranged attack thing, which goes before you. So I'm very sorry. That's how the order works.
Yeah. dexterity and I try and obviously try and dodge out the way, I guess. So
Yeah, Dex Athletics. The order, by the way, just in case you know that I'm not making this up, is currently engaged physical combat, ranged combat, then newly engaged physical combat, and then anything else. Since this would be newly engaged, this goes after the ranged combat.
okay, I'm going to rouse the blood for Dex now that I'm no hunger. It's like, oh, yep, that's good. Oh, of course. So now it's just a straight roll because I had 2 penalty.
Yeah.
This is not good.
No.
I only have 3. Oh my god.
Oh.
But you managed to duck out of the way, and you think he's running on empty. His his gun seems to be empty, and he seems to reach for like some sort of clip to reload. And then I'm gonna allow you to do your.
I'm gonna sprint and rugby tackle him, basically, like straight go at him and try and take him down to the floor.
Strength and brawl, my friend. Strength and brawl.
I'm gonna rouse the blood again. For strength.
For strength, yeah.
Oh.
Shit.
And you have no willpower, right?
I do not.
Yeah, I'm going
Amazing.
to say he defends this strength brawl.
Yep, definitely does.
Yeah, you.
I kind of, as I dodge, I stumble as I'm running towards him because I'm injured and I'm trying to dodge fucking bullets. So I'm like slipping on like mud and stuff.
Yeah, so, but instead of like he basically butts you into the head with like the butt of his gun, and you actually do take 3 damage.
Oh,
3?
No.
Yeah,
It's superficial, right?
Superficial, yeah, but because he's full with superficial, this becomes 3 aggravated for him.
Good times.
Remember last game we didn't fight and the cam were like so proud of us? They were like, you did a good job. You did good.
I mean, I sort of did drop an ambush on you guys.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, you did.
unless you were like, okay, we're going to like sneak out of this and just let these Gangrel take care of themselves. There's little chance you would have not fought this game. That's basically the only way you wouldn't have. Okay, so you are basically in front of this guy being pummeled. What do you do? Because we're finishing this. I'm gonna say Marcus in the background is just taking care of this guy. Luke, sorry, is taking care of this guy, slowly like sinking his fangs into him. But basically, like just being concentrated on that since he's hunger frenzying, so he's just like drinking his fill. So he's not part of this, if that makes sense. Now it's just you against this guy.
That's fine. I guess I'll get back up and just go for the exact same. Since he knows that there's a weakness in the armor where he's been hitting them, he's gonna go for that. Again, try and either win them or do what he done the first time. Go straight for the hard. So, and I browse the blood, so it's just a straight roll. 3. Man.
I mean, three's not bad. Three's.
Well,
good.
they have 8 to roll with.
Yeah, these guys are pretty good.
See?
Holy shit.
You gotta believe.
Yeah, you do hit him, and you hit him hard because you have a little body, right? So,
I do.
Yeah, like it's not as before. Like you aren't quite capable to hit them as hard as you did before. You're not like bursting through the armor, bursting like through the chest, but you managed to hit him, and he seems sort of hurt by it, perhaps surprisingly to him.
Yay.
And yeah, he is going to try to hit you as well. Oh shit.
Oh.
I mean, okay.
Are we fighting WWE wrestlers? What's going on here?
That's the group. It's just like John Cena leading anti-vampires.
I guess what I'll try and do is, as his like punch is coming towards me, I'm going to try and swing around, grab it, and flip him basically. To try and get just strength and brawl, just trying to keep it strength and brawl and not dex, because my dex is not very good. And I have to crit basically. I have to get 6 and crit, which is great.
Close.
Critical success with a bestial failure. Cool.
Yeah, you only take 2 damage.
That's all my damage, right?
Are you with
5? Yeah. I'm at 5 X's.
Wait, have you been knocked into torpor?
This is fun. Yeah, so you enter a space of darkness as this guy somehow hits you over the head. Luna, Marcus falling to the ground. Not quite dead, you think? But what is closest to unconsciousness as you have ever seen in a vampire falling in battle.
Fuck. Luna says that. Shit. I turn to Troika and I'm just like, we have to get him out of there now. And I'll start trying to make my way down to where he is.
Into the room full of 6 other people, enemies.
Well, she'll make her way down. When she gets there, she will hide as soon as she can and then figure out a plan, but she's going down.
Hey, so down, Trip. You've taken out one. One's been, like, very hurt by, like, some kind of lamp falling on him from above. You don't know where it came from.
Well, I would like to go finish the job for the guy who's been bludgeoned by light. So Trip just allows the body to be kind of dropped in front of him, and he's just going to run up and Sparta swing his crowbar at this dude who's been bludgeoned by the light and try to brain him to death. Nothing fancy, nothing flashy, nothing stealthy. He just sees this guy in a state of despair and distraction, and he's gonna take advantage.
Strength melee, man. Strength melee.
And I am boosted. That's not great, but it's good enough.
Yeah, and he was already damaged. I'm gonna say you basically gave his skull in with your crowbar.
Awesome. And I'm gonna go back to the one that I killed with the crowbar, because he, I think, shot less. And I'm gonna take his gun. And can I check it to see how much ammo it has? Like, how much is still in the magazine?
Basically half full.
Okay.
Like, it's
Does
an
he have
assault rifle, let's say 50 to 20 rounds left.
Does he have a spare clip?
Probably.
Okay, so I will take his gun, I'll take his spare clip.
I'm gonna say yes, he has a spare clip. I shouldn't say probably. I'm the game master. I determine the rules. Yes, he has a spare clip.
Cool. So I pocket the spare clip, and I have the assault rifle. I'm gonna leave the crowbar because I just don't have the hands for it. And then I'm gonna go, because I don't know what's happening with Marcus. And I do know that they're worst case scenario on our side, at least 4 other of these people, unless Jeanette's been very busy. And I'm going to see if I can't track down some other people and go with shooting.
You are able to track down the 2 that were distracted by Luna earlier.
Okay.
And they're basically, like, making their way kind of together, working as a team, like checking around corners and such. How do you approach this?
Something that I didn't ask on the bodies that I left behind, aside from the assault rifle and clips, did they have anything else on them?
I'm gonna say they would have like flash grenades and stuff like that, like things along those lines, things that would have helped them breach and deal with threats.
Okay. I didn't grab that from, and so I'll stick to that. I didn't say that I grabbed that from the bodies, but these dudes who are looking around, if they're wearing them where I can see them, can I try to, like, when I fire at them, also hit one of those things to make it go off?
This is a cold shot, which means it would be a harder thing to do. But yeah, you can try.
Okay. So Trip is going to rouse the blood, for composure, because I think that's what you're going to make me use.
Yeah, composure and firearms.
Okay. I finally get hungrier, but this is a decent pool for me, so firearms.
But it says it's a cold shot. I believe it's a minus something cold shots. I'm gonna say this is a -3. Yeah, on this.
-3. Okay, so not as good of a pool as it was before, but let's see. Huzzah! Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, you did resolve, not composure.
Oh, my bad. Let me try that again. Sorry. Because I was about to say that's lower. That's a lot lower than I thought. I got 1 success. I guess I could willpower and reroll the other 2. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's do that. Okay. 1 more, I guess.
Yeah. So that's 2. I'm gonna say because they don't know where you were. This was against 1. So yeah, you managed to hit one of these flashbang grenades, and they seem to be disoriented. They seem to be blinded. It would be very easy to just jump them now, if that makes sense. I'm gonna say they can't do anything in response.
Great. So fish meet barrel. I'm just literally going to walk up to them with the firearm, and I'm going to try to poke them full of holes.
Yeah. Composure firearm. The composure firearm DC is just 1. It's against like a static 1.
Okay. So I still rouse the blood for composure.
Yeah. You unleash the thing, and you see one of them gets purely blown away, and then the other one, like who seems to sort of be getting to the up and up, suddenly from like the side, from out of nowhere, suddenly like a big ass, like monstrous looking bear appears, which like is covered in blood, and sort of goes in on the second guy.
Holy shit! Like Trip raises up the gun. I don't know if he knows what's going on with this right here, but he sees it's attacking this dude, so the enemy of my enemy is hopefully not someone that's gonna do shit to me, but he's got the gun up just in case, and he's taking steps back.
Yeah, as soon as this guy is ripped apart, you see like the form shrinking, and like you hear bones cracking as it like reforms into like a very small, diminutive female figure of Jeanette, the girl you were before. And she can change it to animals, and I chose a bear because it's cool.
Trip just gonna like lower the gun and look at her and be like, "Oh fuck, that counts as like halvesies, all right? Half you, half me for our count. Right now I'm at 3.5.
The other 2 are dead. Let's find the rest. Let's see if they need help.
Yeah, sure. As I go by, I will grab another clip from one of these dudes, and I will grab one of the canisters of flashbang that was not used.
And you go towards the back. Luna, what's been happening with you in this time?
Probably dumb. I don't want to say it out loud because it's really dumb.
Say it out loud. Amuse us.
I wanted to ask how distracted by everything that's happening everyone is because then I could get Troika to get the rats to go under Marcus's body and scurry it towards us on like a stretcher of rats.
I'm gonna say, in case you want to move his body later, I think that's a fun idea. In the heat of combat, I think it's maybe a little bit much.
It's just that my brain, like, unconscious body and an army of rats. How do I combine the two? And that's where my brain went. Okay, so I'm down and I'm like behind some boxes, trying to see if there's an inn to get to Marcus' body. Now that Marcus is down, are the hunters ignoring him and just turning their attention onto Luke?
Luke currently is like bent over the second one, and like the second guy is basically like aiming his gun down at Marcus, sort of ready to shoot if he moves, or maybe just shoot him for fun, which you know might be bad for him.
I'm assuming the hammer I threw is nearby down here because I didn't get it very far.
Sure.
I'm gonna try to throw the hammer again. In panic because I need him away from Marcus, but this isn't my area.
Let's maybe try Dex this time, like Dex and Athletics this time.
Yeah.
Or what's better? Is melee better for you than Athletics, or both 0?
0. Both are at 0. But I have actual points in dexterity rather than the 1 in strength.
Yeah, let's try Dex this time. Like, you're a little bit closer, it might be easier to like finesse him a little bit. Let's just
1.
Yeah,
Spend a willpower.
You got 1.
Use willpower.
Yeah, I'll use a willpower. I'll use 1.
I'm gonna say he's surprised. He hadn't expected you, so, and he was actually hurt by Marcus. So
No, it didn't make any difference.
Could you only reroll 1?
yeah, because you can only reroll the ones that are not on your blood die. Yeah, I'm gonna say you hit him. You hit him, like on his helmet, and he seems to be like what? Like he seems to be kind of hurt by it, but not enough to go down.
But enough
Mark.
that he's not thinking about Marcus anymore.
Oh yeah, he has turned around and has now aimed his attention towards you.
I'm gonna sort of push Troy, kind of go back up the stairs. Do that like go kind of thing. Because that's all Lynn knows how to respond to this. So. But yeah, she'll run.
And you're running. Okay, so I'm gonna say that is where you meet Trip and Jeanette as you're running back inside.
Yeah.
Is Jeanette naked, or is she like? Did her clothes form with her?
This is important.
Ooh, I'm not sure what's the best way to describe this.
Is it like Hulk rules, where like tatters are hanging off in like very tasteful places?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like she's not fully nude. I'll say it's like Adam and Eve nude. Like somehow, like the important bits are always covered.
Yeah.
When fan art is made of this, it's important that they know. Okay, so Trip meets back up with you. All right, 6 in the front are down. Where's Marcus? Where's
Marcus is down. I threw a hammer at a man, and now he's gonna come and kill me.
What? Down? Like torpor down?
Like, yeah, down. The other one is eating things. There's a man gonna kill me.
I run past Luna to get into this fray, and I have the flashbang out.
Yeah. So what's the plan? What are you doing?
Now, I can't really theater the mind this because I don't know. Are we on stairs? Are we up in like an office area? Is there an enclosed space down that this dude might be coming up, or?
I'm gonna say like you're currently like at like the main level. At least that's what I understand. Like the ground level.
Okay.
As like I believe Jess, you came down the stairs to...
Yeah, I ran down the stairs and then, yeah.
Yeah, so you're basically ground level. There is like a door, and then like basically 5 meters out of this door, Marcus is with this guy currently aiming his gun at the door.
Okay, and Luna said that there is one of these guys following her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be the guy with the gun.
Okay.
Gun.
Then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna use the flashbang. Instead, I'm gonna put that away. I'm just gonna point it dead at the door, and as soon as the door opens, I'm gonna fire.
Okay. So what would this be? Firearms, composure, I guess.
I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's roll that. This time he will oppose. Let's do athletics dex to jump out of the way as soon as it happens.
How do you miss critical using a? Oh, I composured plus composure. I'm sorry.
He's so composed.
I am very composed, but let me try that again. I apologize. I'm going to spend a willpower.
Okay. Yeah, this guy has been basically beaten up by Marcus, hit in the head by Luna. So I'm gonna say this is enough to take this guy out. So yeah, congratulations. You've dealt with all, if not most of these. Luke is currently basically snacking on the last of them.
Is he still frenzied, or is he eating?
I'm gonna say he is currently slowly draining this guy. So it's yeah, he will soon be sated, if that makes sense.
Okay. Then I'll yell up to Luna and Jeanette, be like, "All right, I think we're clear." And then I'm gonna go, I guess, check on Marcus.
Yeah, I'd run down to see Marcus as well.
Marcus's body is looking rough. It's been impaled with bullets in several places. He has what looks like a head wound. It's not bleeding as a human might. The vitae of a vampire is thicker and more viscous than normal blood, but it seems to be welling up out of a wound in his head. He does not seem to be moving, and as with all vampires, he does not breathe. He does not show any signs of life, because he was in fact dead before. However, despite not being that old, his body doesn't fall to ash or doesn't rapidly start rotting, as might be the case as if he met final death.
Okay.
But he does seem to be out of it.
All right, Luna, what do we do about this? Because I do not know.
I'm gonna medicine check. I'm just clarifying from yesterday. Luna learned about this state as it can either be optional or forced upon the vampire, and it's not always sure about where or when they come out of it. I'm just trying to double check what I learned last session.
Yeah, so I will give you the description of torpor as it is written in the game, if that makes sense. I hope this will. It's basically, yeah, it's long, but it's basically a halfway state between life and death.
So, to cut the period of torpor, one can feed a slumbering vampire enough vampire blood of higher blood potency than theirs to slake one hunger. So the way to get out of torpor is different depending on how they entered it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems to be the beaten to shit part is we wait for you to deal with it. So Luna will be like, well, seeing as the way he was put into this state, it's kind of up to Marcus to be able to pull himself out of it. As long as we keep his body safe and away from people like this, we just kind of got to wait for him to rouse himself back.
All right, well, are you okay?
I'm a little bit on edge. I threw a hammer at a person, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
Did you hit him?
The second time I tried, I did. The first time, I have to admit, not my most athletic prowess, but I did hit him, but he didn't die. He just got slightly hurt. And that was enough to stop him from shooting Marcus whilst he was down.
You know what? Baby steps. At least we got results. Okay, fine. I turned to Jeanette and I say, do you believe us now?
I guess there might be some point to what you were saying, yes?
I mean, your buddy over there looks mighty hungry, and ours is down for the count. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we had some validity to our claim.
Yes, I suppose so. Well, we will regroup. Do you guys need any help getting out of here? Any place you need to go? I presume you want to get your friend here to some other place?
Yeah, we should probably get him back home and with his business partner.
I assume the gunshots will have attracted some attention, so I suggest we get out of here pretty fast.
All right, now if we want to hook up again, how do we get a hold of you? Is there, or how do you want to get a hold of us instead?
You can always send a rat.
Yeah, if we want to get a hold of you, I'm sure Troika will find you somehow. If you want to get a hold of us,
we'll start yelling at rodents. What?
Look for us up in Richmond. I heard there's a family of sorts up there that might be able to take us in.
All right. Do I know any kindred in the Richmond area that would do this off the top of my head?
You know of a group calling themselves the Family, so seeing the description she just gave you, that might be a good guess. Yeah, you know them to be an interesting bunch of people. Let's just keep it at that for now.
Sure. All right, Luna, do you want to get something to cover him up, wrap him up? I'll pull around the truck. And maybe while I'm gone, if you want to maybe check the bodies, maybe they have some sort of clues, or we can figure out more where they came from.
Yeah, that might be a good shout.
All right, Jeanette, wish we could have met you under better circumstances, but here's hoping that now you know that we got grit. We know that you do too. Trip runs off to go get his truck.
She does seem impressed by your performance so far, even though one of you ended up in torpor. But yeah, you pull around the truck. I'm guessing you put Marcus in there.
Yeah, I'd probably grab a sheet from... There'll be sheets covering boxes, usually in movies. For some reason, there's
like tarps and stuff.
Yeah, like a tarp. I'll gently wrap him in a tarp and haul his ass into the into the van. I'll try and do it delicately, but no promises, because we know my athletic ability.
Where are you taking your truck?
We're gonna probably take it back to the Pomegranate.
Passion and Pomegranate Club.
The Passion and Pomegranate.
The Passion and Pomegranate Club, I'd assume. Hopefully Caesar's back and he can sort him out. Because, I mean, I don't have a place to take him.
I have a van he could be in, but I'm sure he wouldn't be happy. I'm sure he'd be happier waking up in his own home.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some investigating work now that he's in the van, and I'm going to go do some snooping in pockets.
Hey, grab some of them flashbangs too.
There's like a look of like slight, and then we'll sort of pick them up gingerly. In the same way that people like pick up their dog poop for the first time.
Two things, Seb. I am gonna go back and grab my bat.
Mm-hmm.
Two, are these weapons, like the high caliber rifles, the same kind that Biggin used on us in the first fight?
Very similar make, yes.
Very similar make, okay.
But this group seemed to be more organized, more trained than the first group was.
Okay.
Well, they sort of seem to be like on the same level as like the big one was, but like the big one had like two little helpers that were like not much, basically.
Yeah.
So, should I do intelligence and investigation while I'm going through pockets and shit.
Yeah, sure. What are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for first of all, I'm looking for any information about who these guys are. The guy before said something about burner phones. See if we can find a burner phone on them. Those kind of things.
You notice they suspiciously don't have ID on them, and they seem to be communicating through walkie-talkies to each other, like short-range communication. They don't seem to have any cell phones on them.
Okay, so they haven't got a burner phone from their original contractor of sorts. I would check to see if they've burnt off their fingerprints, just to see how dedicated these guys are to not being discovered and who they are.
They don't have their fingerprints burnt off. I'm
Okay.
gonna say
we're not that
didn't
level.
go that far.
That's fine.
But they do seem to be a semi-organized militia group, if that makes sense.
There's no tattoos on any of them. Any weird tattoo symbol?
Not organized, no.
No, so they haven't all got a.
Yeah, no. Some of them might have tattoos, but it's I love
It's
money,
yeah.
those types
Love
of
money.
things.
I love that. Okay. I'm gonna go back to Trip and I'll be like, again, these guys are they've got nothing on them, no idea who they are. The only communication they have is amongst each other with walkie-talkies.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing connecting them to anyone but the situation that they're in.
All right, well,
roll me intelligence insights.
Me or her?
Both. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right.
3.
Hey, 2! Look at me.
These were guys on a mission. These were clearly they were, what they took was what they needed, and they made sure not to have themselves be traced back to something else.
Before we leave, for one, Luna, grab one of their walkies. If that's how they communicate with each other, maybe we can use to listen in on them talking to each other next time they come around.
Yeah, at least we'll know if they use the same channel for each other. That's a really good shout. I'll take 3, so we can all have one each.
And then I will drive over to their vans. Are those still there?
Yeah, they're still there.
Okay. Can we just there aren't woo woo sirens or anything like that coming by? Do we have time or no?
In the background, you sort of hear them being called. There were gunshots, and a lot of them in the area. You're guessing it drew some attention.
Okay, about how far out do we think the cops are right now?
Maybe a couple of minutes.
Okay, can I just real fast check out one of these vans to see if there's anything in there of interest?
Sure, yeah. Investigation. Intelligence investigation, I'll say.
Oh, I have 1 die in this. So, yeah. So here we go. This is going to be bad. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, it's too much. People are coming. You need to be fast about this. You're not able to suss anything out specifically.
Yeah, so I'll just say, yeah, shit, we gotta go. And I'll do that slide across the hood thing unnecessarily. Yeah. And then I'll get into the truck and we'll drive away.
I'm gonna say you get away seamlessly. And I'm gonna say I'm not gonna have you roll for drive or anything. I'm gonna say you end up back at the club. I'm assuming you pull out back to
the back entrance.
Yeah, to the back entrance. Yeah. Surprisingly, somebody seems to be sitting on an upside down bucket, leaning against the back entrance of the club, wearing all white. And as you stop next to him, you see it's Caesar, and he says, I wondered where you were.
Wonder where we were. We wonder where the fuck you were. Shit has been going down.
Oh, trust me. I know.
Do you? Do you know that your buddy's in the back of this truck wrapped in a fucking tarp?
Marcus. Well, that is very unfortunate. Yeah, that doesn't seem quite right.
Well, do you have anywhere you want us to offload him so that we can bring you up to speed on what we know and you can tell us what you know and hopefully can figure this out?
Take him inside. We'll have a look.
Okay, so this time I will carry him and not make Luna do it, since I'm bigger and beefier than she is. I'll take him out of the tarp first, though. I'll just kind of carry him like fireman style to make it almost look like he's just like a drunk dude and not like a dead dude.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say you are successful in transporting him inside. You put him down on like Caesar's desk as he sort of like looks at it interestingly. And he says, well, he has sustained a lot of damage.
Yeah, he had like 6 hunters on him. I'm not surprised.
Well, he might wake up from this by himself, but it'll be very, very hard. The easiest way would be to just find someone with more potent blood and, try to get it to mend him?
Are you more potent in blood?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Wait, really?
Yes, this is a little unfortunate. How should we say this? Well, Marcus probably would not mind me telling this. I do believe the best way to solve this is by finding someone very special. I'm afraid we're gonna need to try to find his sire.
Do you know where they are? Who they are? Would they be willing to help us with this? Does he even like Marcus?
And that's where we'll end tonight.
Ah,